हेलो एंड वेलकम टू हालात हाजरा अपडेट्स। हालात हाजरा अपडेट्स में खुश आमदीद। Today's world, as you know, has been expanded and grown gradually. Similar is in the case of Islam, which has also grown and expanded throughout the world. The world, as you know, has been well known rulers ruled by the dynasties and emperor of the world, out of which large periods of it is being carried out by Muslim legacy, ruled by Muslim dynasties and its leaders. Today we will discuss the top 5 most important empires of Islamic dynasties which has a legacy of thousands of years. But before starting it, I would like you to please subscribe the channel, like the video and also hit the bell icon to get notified for my upcoming videos. So let's get started with it. On number 5, it's the Safavid Empire. Safavid Empire has a legacy of 1501 to 1736. Its capital was Isfahan. The total area is 2.8 million kilometers square. The Safavid dynasty was one of the most significantly ruled dynasties of the Iran. They ruled one of the greatest Persian empires since the Muslim conquest of Persia. The Safavid dynasty was founded in 1501 by Shah Ismail. Shia Islam was the official state religion. Number 4. The Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire starts from a reign of 1526 to 1857. Its capital was Delhi and the total population is about 110 to 150 million people. Area was 3.2 million square kilometer. Mughals were the descendants of the House of Tamur. In 1526, Babur from the Central Asia invaded the India and he defeated the last Sultan of Sultanate of Delhi, Ibrahim Lodi, in the Battle of Panipat and established the Mughal Empire. The empire was extremely prosperous and rich. Under the rule of Mughals, India enjoyed much cultural and economical progress as well as religious harmony. The Mughals reached their height of power under the reign of Shah Jahan. He was keenly interested in buildings and architecture. He also built the Taj Mahal for his beloved wife. Mughal empire was large extent during the reign of Aurangzeb Alamgir. He was deeply religious person and it is said that he wrote the Quran Sharif twice in his own handwriting. He waged war against the Maratha and conquered the Deccan region. After his death, the empire declined gradually. The major causes of decline of a Mughal empireship was the later Mughal ruled after Aurangzeb were increasingly inept. They were more interested in drinking, music, and poetry rather than administration. Invasion of Nadir Shah of Persia and Ahmad Shah Abdali exposed the weaknesses of Mughal army. Both looted and sacked Delhi. Mughal army was unable to compete with the highly organized and trained army of British. It is often said that long wars in Deccan during Aurangzeb's era had drained their treasury. Mughals did not have a navy so that they could not exercise their influence in the Indian Ocean. Number 3. Umayyad Caliphate. Its reign starts from 1661 and ends at 750. Its capital was Damascus, which is also called Damascus. Population was about 62 million people and area was around 15 million kilometers per square. After the demise of Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, Muslims empires of the Khilafat Rashida first caliphate drifted into power struggle between Hazrat Hassan alayhi salam and Amir Mawiya. But eventually to save the empire from civil warship, Hazrat Hassan alayhi salam relinquished the caliphate in the favor of Amir Mawiya, thereby making the beginning of Umayyad Caliphate. They established the largest Arab Muslim state in history. In 1712, a Berber general, Tariq ibn Ziyad, captured the Spain for the caliphate. They continued to rule Spain for the next 300 years. The caliphate was overthrown by the Abbasids after their defeat at the Battle of Zab. Number 2. Abbasid Caliphate. It starts from 750 and ends at 1258. Its capital was Baghdad. The population was 50 million people and the area of their capture is 10 million kilometers per square. The Abbasids were the third of the four Islamic caliphs. Sometimes the Abbasids and the Umayyad Caliphate are collectively referred as the Muslim empires, but they were two different dynasties. The period of Abbasids is termed as the Golden Era of Islam due to the advances in science, literature, medicine, and philosophy. The caliphate was finally abolished when Mongols under the Halaku Khan captured and sacked Baghdad. It is said that the waters of the Tigris and Euphrates ran back for the days with the link of countless precious books from Baghdad, vast libraries that were flung into the rivers and red from the blood of scholars that were slaughtered at that time by Mongol invasion. Number 1. Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire starts from 1299 to 1922. Its capital was Istanbul, and the population was 35 million people. Area of capture was 5.2 million kilometers square. The Ottoman Empire can undoubtedly be called the greatest Muslim empire of all time because it stayed on the face of globe for nearly 700 years. The empire was one of the largest and the longest ruling empire in history. As you During the 16th and 17th century of the Ottoman Empire became the most powerful state of the world. The first Ottomans were Turkish soldiers known as Ghazis. They had come to Anatolia with other Turks to escape the Mongols. In late 1200, a Ghazi leader named Usman had great success in fighting the Byzantines. His tribe member became known as the Ottoman. He greatest Ottoman Sultan was Suleiman, who ruled from 1520 to 1566. His rule was the apex of Ottoman power and he brought the empire to its height in dominance and prosperity. He conquered Hungary in 1526 and 3 years later laid siege to the city of Vienna. He conquered the mighty strongholds of Rhodes and Belgrade with the help of big cannons and gunpowder. He annexed most of the Middle East in the conflict with the Safavids and large swaths of North Africa, as far as the Algeria. Under the rule of Ottoman fleet dominated the sea from the Mediterranean to the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. During 1828 to 1908, the empire faced challenges in defeating itself against foreign invasions and occupation. The empire ceased to enter conflicts on its own and began to forge alliances with European countries. It ended in 1923 after the Republic of Turkey ceded it. The major causes of the decline of Ottoman Empire are Europeans advanced greatly in science and technology during the Renaissance and Industrial Revolution while the Ottomans remained in the state of stagnation. Europeans had discovered a sea route for trading with India while previously they had to pass from the empire and pay ransom. The later Ottoman sultans were weak and incompetent. Corruption was common. The Arab Revolt led by T. E. Lawrence and King Faisal with full support of British played a crucial role in weakening the Ottoman positions in Arabia and Hejaz during the first phase of World War I. Even after the Treaty of Sevres, it was treachery of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk which finally brought the end of the caliphates. So, that's all from my side. I would like you to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon and get notified by my upcoming videos. And I hope you like the video. Thank you so very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.